Welcome back, guys. It's been a while. Today we're going to do a mum tag, so I'm going to answer 20 questions about my personal experiences being a mum. Question 1: how old were you when you had your first child? I had my first child, Rochelle, when I was 28, and then I had Maya not too long ago. I just turned 30, so my worst pregnancy symptom was bad taste in my mouth. I had this awful taste, like people call it metal mouth, but it was really disgusting. It was like a sour acid taste throughout my whole pregnancy. With Rochelle, I had the bad taste for like 5 months, but with Maya I had that taste for the whole 9 months. That's like one of the first signs that I knew that I was pregnant. So nausea's bad usually, but the bad taste is the worst for me anyway. So you can do whatever, you try and do so much things to get rid of that taste, but it never goes away. Some women, they actually have it when they're eating as well, but when I was eating, that was like the only relief that I got from the bad taste. So every time I stopped eating, it would come back. Tried mints, tried apple juice, like acidic stuff. I tried sweet stuff. Nothing worked. The best things about the pregnancy is when you see your babies on the ultrasound. It feels like more and more real, and not just that, it's just amazing. Yeah. And another thing is feeling the baby move. Every time you feel the baby move, that's like the best moments. You feel like an instant connection, and you feel like the bond as well, you know? And it's reassurance that your baby is doing well. Yeah, most of the things that I found out about childbirth are true. Especially like they say you're most likely to go overdue if you're a first time mum. That was definitely the case with Rochelle. I was like 41 plus weeks with her. And also about like the early labour and active labour, both being really long as well. So they always say after you've had like your first child, things go a lot quicker. Yeah, like a lot of things I wanted to change after I had Rochelle, and luckily with Maya that happened. So yeah, basically I'll never go back to a hospital birth again, unless of course it was like high complications. So it would always be like a birth centre, and next time again, like if I do have another child anyway, I just want a natural birth as well. So with Maya, like a lot of things were more straightforward. I had Maya at the birth centre, and it was basically all natural birth. I just used gas and air for a bit of the pain. That was it. I would never get induced again as well. I'm glad that I didn't do it with Maya. Luckily, Maya, I went into labour with Maya on a day before her due date. So there wasn't any kind of temptation for me to try and get induced if she was overdue. Good girl. Also, I never give birth lying on my back. When I had Rochelle, I was at the hospital, and they wanted me, they forced me practically to give birth lying on my back. So, and I think it's harder to push when you're in that position, and it's not even a natural way to give birth as well. So what I knew from that last experience, I didn't do with Maya. So with Maya, I was in a different position. I was like, what's it called? I was squatting position most of the time to get the labour going. First of all, you should always trust your instincts. Like I've said before, if you have a feeling that something's not right, especially like when it comes to your baby's movements, always make sure that you call your hospital or wherever you're going to give birth. Like call them up and get advice and find out what you should do. Usually if you feel like your baby's movements have slowed down or something, usually they will try and reassure you. They'll say, I'll come into the hospital and we will check the baby out and everything. So it's always, like they say, always monitor your kicks, your baby's kicks. And if you feel that something's wrong, even if it's not movements, if it's something else that you feel is a bit weird, maybe your pregnancy symptoms have changed or something, if something doesn't feel right to you, always get checked out. Don't just think about it and dwell on it. Especially for a first time mom, be assertive and know what you want when it comes to your baby's birth. If you find it unbearable to even speak, it's best to get your partner, your birthing partner, or just your partner who knows what you want in the delivery to tell the midwives and doctors, let them know what you want. It sounds cliche, but breathing techniques really help. The second time around with Maya, I really concentrated on the breathing techniques I was doing. It did help take the edge off the pain. So I'm not saying you're not going to feel any pain during labour, but the breathing, the deep breathing, will definitely help you manage the pain. The most surprising was adjusting to the fact that you have someone else that you're responsible for. The transition from not being a parent to being a first time parent is so great. It's like a shock to the system. So the surprising things, well, it wasn't really surprising really, because you know, everyone tells you, and it's common sense, like when there's a major change in your life, it's going to be a shock to the system. The most rewarding thing about being a parent is like moments like this, you know, where you can like bond with your child. To be able to bond with another human being is an amazing thing. And also seeing different perspective, like seeing through the eyes of like your child. You know, you get to appreciate the small things in life when you have kids, and you get to like experience the joys, you know, and the things that they see and the things that they like and they appreciate. I didn't know what the word busy was until I became a parent. Like, your life becomes so busy. There's so much things during the day, the course of the day, that you need to do for your kids. Like, I barely have time to even... Rochelle in her tantrum. She's coming up to 2 terrible 2s. So bear with me. Yeah, like, it's so busy. Your life is so busy during the day, especially with the kids being so young. I'm at home all day, so they can't do, they're at this age where they can't do anything for themselves, so you have to do everything from feeding them, you know, brushing their teeth, feeding them, especially with Rochelle, making sure she drinks enough water during the day, playing with them, changing nappies. So I never really, it's so busy. I hardly have time to drink my tea. I'll make a tea first thing in the morning. I don't even drink it. It's just, I find out it's in the microwave. Half the time I have breakfast near lunchtime. So for people who are going to be your first time parents, expect your life to be really busy and hectic when they're this young. My favourite memory of Rochelle was seeing her take her first steps. It was around 11 months, she was 11 months old, and it came out of nowhere. We were just, my husband and I were just like watching TV, and she was by the table, she decides to take her steps. So it was amazing feeling. Rochelle's had a lot of them, but one of my favourite ones was the walking, when she started walking, and the first time that she actually started talking. So the first thing she said, of course, was daddy. It's always daddy. But there's so many new milestones that I enjoy, especially Rochelle when she first started singing. This girl's a singer, she loves to sing. And when she can actually say her ABCs now and saying her numbers, so there's so many exciting milestones. But for Rochelle, those are like my top favourite ones. Worst thing that Rochelle has done, it's only been recently, and that is she's starting to hit now and she's starting to kick. And I'm guessing it's a phase because there's so much big changes with Maya being here and the fact that she's coming up to 2. She's just started hitting and kicking now. So when she has a temper tantrum, which is at least once a day, yeah, she does hit and kick. But that's just to be expected at this age. You just have to try and control it, try and keep calm. It's easy said than done. The main thing is Rochelle, she has an obsession with water. Like, I'll give her a cup, I'll give her water to drink, and the first thing she does is starts putting her hands in the water, starts throwing the water on the floor. That really irks me, that really gets on my nerves. And another habit that she does is constantly throwing my phone and the remote control behind the radiator or behind the sofa. And I'm like, she wants me to put on her favourite, it's okay, she wants me to put on her favourite show, like Sesame Street or something, but she throws the remote behind the sofa, and she knows how to use the remote, so she knows that I need it to change the channel for her, but then she just throws it behind the remote, the furniture. So constantly I have to keep looking for things. Like, I've got cards in my phone wallet and she constantly takes them out, so I'm forever trying to find out where my ID is, where's my debit card, where's my phone, where's the remote. So those are like habits that we're trying to break before she gets older. And one of Rochelle's best habits is she loves to share her food with us. So when we give her meals, it's really cute. She'll just like try and hand feed us, or she'll give us a spoon with food on it. So okay, honey. I still think it's like early days to see Rochelle's personality traits, because like, I never really know if what she does is because of her age or because it's just mainly her personality. But physical similarities we have is Rochelle has her curly hair and she has dimples from me. I don't know, I'm left-handed as well, so I don't know. She uses both her hands to do things, so right now I don't know if she's gonna become a lefty like me. But at the moment, it's just, she just got my curly hair and my dimples, that's it. She just basically, she looks like a mixture of me and my husband. She doesn't look like any one of us, but there are certain things that she has, like physical things. She's got my husband's eyes, shape of, you know, his eye shape. So personality wise, she's very headstrong, but then again, I don't know if that's because of her age or because that is her personality. It's quite a tricky question. I just want her to, I want both my girls to find out a passion, a hobby that they really enjoy doing and that they're good at, and I just want them to go for it, and we'll try and support them in what they want to do. So I don't have any I don't want them to do certain things. I don't want them to feel pressured or pressure them to do things that I wanted to do as a child or I wanted to do. So we just basically, my husband and I were just finding out what they like, what they're good at, and just try and support them through that. That's it. At the moment, we know with Rochelle is that she loves to sing, and she's always singing, like from really young. Even when she like goes to sleep, has a nap, and then wakes up, sometimes she's singing straight away. So we already know with Rochelle that that's what she loves to do. She loves to sing. She can sing My Heart Will Go On as well. and she's quite sporty as well. She likes to kick the ball around, and she loves stuff with water. So there's 3 things that we know that Rochelle likes to do. So when she grows up, we'll see if she's still going to continue to have an interest in that. The next question, what has parenthood taught you? Yes! Parenthood has taught me that I need to learn how to be better organised and to be able to prioritise important stuff. So when you have your first kid, you need to become more organised anyway, because there's so many things that you have to take control of, you have to do. But especially when you have your second child and you have more kids, being organised is really important, because you'll just go mad if with having a child, you can't get everything done. You can't have your to-do list done in a day. So it's impossible. Like, you can't have a long list of things to do during the day. You have to with kids, you have to make sure that you prioritize the most important things that need to be done, and then try and do them. And that will be probably like 3 or 4 things at most. With that, you have to be more adaptable. That's what I've learned and what I'm trying to learn now as well. Things won't go to plan. Everything's unpredictable anyway, so you have to go with the flow. No, I knew I was going to be a mum in my 20s, but I didn't know I was going to be a mum in my late 20s. But with so much things going on in my life, ideally I would want to have my first child at like around 25, 26. But life's unpredictable anyway, so things happen for a reason. That we couldn't at that time. But yeah, I knew I was gonna be a mum in my 20s, because I've been with my husband for like 6 years. So that was the road we wanted to go down anyway. It's either the Rochelle way or the highway. She's so headstrong, so that's why I'm saying that. It kind of ties into the previous question, like what has parenthood taught you? So I have become more organized. I put more importance in that, because like I said, you'll lose your mind. There's so much things to do in a short space of time. You need to at least organize your thoughts together, so you don't go mad, and then you don't prioritize the wrong things, or you don't miss the important things that you need to do during the day. How you manage your time, how you can save money on shopping, how you can save time on doing certain things that you need to do. So it comes with experience. Oh, it's okay, she's hungry now. It comes with experience. So that was my mum tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are gonna go now, but keep updated. We've got more videos coming soon. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.